Hey y'all, Faith Kelly and Casm Moon here, and it is Sunday, and
just another manic Monday.
Tomorrow's Monday,
oh.
and tomorrow's gonna be a crazy day too. But
stay high, my shrimp.
Stay high, my shrimp. I'm still so sad we need to play with Frank.
I know, dude. I'm riding a bummer over that. I really am.
But
I hope that we can get a redo.
We will.
I want to. Remember when we were kids, we'd call a do-over?
Yeah, do-over.
I want a do-over. I want a do-over with Frank Hurricane, man. We'll call it the do-over show.
The do-over show, and no one will get like sick or anything like that.
And everybody will be good. It'll be nice and warm. We'll go swimming in the river afterwards.
Like today. Today is nice and warm, but you're not swimming in the river.
No. I feel like I'm in Columbia, Missouri right now.
It is so stinking. Actually, it's not. Today is not going to be as bad as the next few days, y'all. If you are up here in upstate New York, please keep cool and drink a lot of water the next few days. It is going to be 95 and humid as all get out. And of course, that's when we pick the days to shoot the music video, which is going to be great. I'll tell you about that more later. But yesterday was Saturday, and we spent the whole dang day in Smallwood, New York for the Smallwood Porchfest. And wow, it was awesome. It was so freaking cool. Thank you again, Myrna, for reaching out and asking us to be a part of it. Basically what Kaz and I did was help kind of schedule and run sound with a lot of the events all over the town. And then there's kind of like a open jam situation after party at Myrna's house that ran pretty late. So we were going to try to make it to Eamon's open mic today, but we needed a day, man. Sometimes music can really wipe you out. But man, with good meaning, it wiped us out with good stuff. So what you're about to see here, this festival, like I've been to porch fests before where it's kind of like a town and there are different bands playing on different porches and everything. But this is really cool. Smallwood is a cute little community out by Bethel, New York. And last year when we played it, I think we played the UFO fair earlier in the day. So we got there like just in time for our set, and we didn't really get to experience it. This year we got to experience every second of the Smallwood Porchfest, and we are going to take you along with our day yesterday. It basically is like this. I think I have a picture of it. I'll put it here. Basically there is a lake, right? The Smallwood Lake, and the community of people who live there, or everyone else who's invited, because it was a public event, they start at one house and there's a musician playing there, and then they go to the next house and there's a musician playing there. And so like you basically,
it was an awesome day.
I think there was 11 or 13 performers.
Messaging, leaving a comment for Lady Jane.
Oh, cool. I wonder how she's been.
According to Facehole, she's been doing all right.
Okay, cool.
Let's see her. She should come out to a show.
Yeah. So basically, you start at one house, and throughout the day, you work your way around the lake, going to see different performers at different houses. I've never seen a porch fest done like this, but it was super cool because it
done very well.
Yeah, it got the whole community out and like walking, and it was fun for us because it's like we were working with some other folks in their sound units, and it's like, so we would jump, set someone up, jump to another house, set someone up, and it was a lot of fun. It kind of reminded me of like a Calicoon gig.
Yeah, it did. It gave me Calicoon vibes.
Similar kind of vibes. And it was a lot of fun. So I don't want to waste too much time. We'll rant and we'll get into other things later. But if you're watching this video and you see yourself in the footage playing music, just leave a comment below and let us know, like leave a link or something where we can find your music and where not just us, but other people watching this music. Because a lot of times, like, we'll make a video and like John Devine, what's up, John, will hit me up being like, who was that person? Can you send me a list of who the heck was that person in that video playing? Because half the reason...
I know you're thinking of Flickr, aren't you?
He asked about, I think, Elise the other day.
Oh, yeah, well...
He asked about
dude,
everyone...
Let's talk about Elise for a second, man. I was just on Instagram.
He was like, can you let me know everyone who played that Eamon open mic last week? Yeah. That was one of our conversations this week. Not to...
She looks like she had a great show in New York City, man.
Yeah, she played her first show in New York City last night.
It was nice to see her getting the...
Just a good freaking show. Well, and New York is a hard city to play. Like, I know we live like 3 hours from it, but there's a reason we do the small towns more than New York City. It's it's hard to get a full room of people out in
Sister's
that
got
city.
pipes, man. She deserves that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God. She's got a beautiful voice.
She deserves that.
So basically, if you're watching this video and you see yourself performing, do everyone a favor and just comment, leave a link where we can find you or your music act. You can even timestamp it if you want. I hope that here I get, when I edit these videos, I edit them very quickly because it's a lot of work and there's a lot of, I try to limit my screen time and have a lot other things to do. I got to book a tour. I got to paint paintings, stuff, you know. I should get to the point where I put like the band name underneath, which I think would be helpful for people. But if I don't do it in this video, maybe the next. It gets very difficult to do that when you're like at Side Pony and you're just like bouncing all over and like I have no idea who everyone is until you comment on the videos. So that's how we stay in touch. So we're gonna start off. We got there yesterday. We roll up into Smallwood, beautiful little neighborhood. It was a perfect day. A little bit of humidity, but it was like
I call it
80.
Shire. It's like a Shire.
It was like the Shire.
You know.
But we got
Shire, all these little dips and turns and like little hidden.
Yeah.
Like
there was just a lot of really awesome musicians too. Like we got to see Pax play.
Yeah, rolling up, he was the first one. That was nice. It was a nice welcome to Smallwood.
Yeah, Pax was there. We got to see Kelly Casm, Cliff Westfall.
Yeah.
Freaking Kathy Gary.
It was nice to spend some personal time with Cliff too. You know, we see each other in passing and on Face Hole and stuff.
Pond Wave was there.
Pond Wave.
Oh my God, Laura Garone was there. We got to see the Wagner family. Yeah. I love the Wagner family, man. They like sit up there and like it's like this.
Yeah, I like how the boy's just chilling, sitting
the
in the
boy,
chair,
he's
singing.
a full grown man. No, it's like you got his parents, and you'll see. I got footage of it. They're just sitting there ripping on the guitars. He's sitting there just sipping tea, singing these songs. It sounds beautiful.
He's like a pappy hanging out. You know, he's just lounging, singing his songs.
Yeah, dude, it's a vibe. And if you're in upstate New York, this is the second annual Smallwood Porchfest, and I'm sure there's going to be a third annual. And let's why don't you come out next year? It was so cool when you started seeing like the groups of people leave one stage and walk to the other. So like the walk from the Laura Garone show to Kathy Gary was almost like 10 minutes. So I like ran down to Kathy and I was like, you got like 10-minute walk before they get here. And then like slowly they all start trickling in and then you had like 40 people sitting at your show. It was just really cool to see a neighborhood do that. So nice work, Smallwood. Very cool time. So I'm just going to roll through the footage of what happened yesterday. And basically there was the planned schedule. And then by the time we got to Myrna's house, that turned into an open jam, which was awesome. Got to jam with Anna. Yeah. And man, who is that? I forgot the celloist's name. I just met him yesterday. Tom?
Tom.
Freaking awesome jamming with you, Tom. That was so cool. Mila was rocking out on some drums.
Dude, she sang the ABCs and killed it.
Yeah, with Chris. Yep. And Kathy was drumming too. It was just a really cool vibe, really cool jam, and just really grateful that it happened. So this is what happened.
Dude, nobody sings the ABCs better than Mila.
She slayed the ABCs. I got to send that footage to Masha like now. So I'm going to send that footage to Masha while you guys see what happened at Smallwood Porchfest yesterday. All right, y'all, we are entering the hamlet of Smallwood.
You know, that guy at that flea market has some nice rods and reels.
There's a really cool flea market over here. By the time I get this posted, it'll be long gone. I don't know if it happens often, but
I want to stop and check out that fishing gear. We don't have time.
Looked pretty sick. Yeah, we are running pretty late. We got out of the heart gathering last night a little late, so we're running on Catskill time. But we're rolling up.
Wow, okay, Smallwood, you got the nicest road in the county.
Yeah, this is freaking nice, Smallwood.
Holy smoke.
Damn, look at this road.
Why can't all the roads feel like Smallwood?
This is not like 97.
No.
All right, so guys, there's going to be a lot of music, a lot of different porches today. We're going to get into it right now. All right, y'all. First show of Porchfest, Smallwood Porchfest. We got Pax playing. Really lucked out with the weather today. Get a little closer.
So when you're lying to me, try to get it right this time. I'm in a million pieces. Every one of them, it's still mine. died. That was our life.
Still I know it gets harder and harder. But when I'm with you I am home, so it doesn't matter where we go. Leave the garden, how we'll get gone, how we'll get moving along. 'Cause we're just a couple of rolling stones in the road. We're just a couple of grown-up kids sharing the load. And I know it gets harder.
All right, y'all, this Smallwood Porchfest, this is crazy. So, you know, basically, people would just walk from house to house, and each house has a different project, different musician. So you saw Kelly Casm.
You know, I think we've got the Wagners playing over here right now.
Oh man, we gotta go drop
I'm not
this.
positive.
We gotta go drop. It is the Wagners. We gotta drop this chair off at the bench, and we'll come back and we'll watch the Wagners
Yeah,
a
we
little
have
bit.
to find
Or
the
maybe I
bench.
can catch a little bit of the Wagners now while we're driving by.
I can find the bench.
I really think that we could make it, girl. Whippoorwill, oh, won't you be perched upon a nearby tree? Catch my spirit as it flees on the wings of eternity. The song of death upon its beak, whispering through the whispering trees.
What in the world did I do? Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you.
eye, that woman, I can see you better in your sight. What started off as wishing for full-blown suspicion, man, this is your lucky night. Yes, I know just what you're looking for, and it sure as hell ain't a fight. So if you kindly unhand my girlfriend, man, everything will be alright. Oh, no, I won't go off Charlie Manson just because I saw you two a dancing. But if you try and take it any further, mister, let me tell you, I'll be one mean mother. Yeah, you can have a rope with my cadaver. Now, boy, you better get smart. You know you're messing with a man. Don't mess around when you're messing with my heart. Well, now I wish you wouldn't call her baby, and you hadn't ought to call me son.
It's all temporary. Life can be long, you'll see. And we've all been here before, throughout the centuries. Disappears despite laughter or tears. The flowers continue to bloom. On a dark night in June, I stared at the moon, and I sang you the old man's tune. It's all temporary. Life can be long, we'll see. And we've all been here before, throughout the centuries. Countless faces lost in a race, and we're changing the finish line.
If anyone wants to.
ABC in your probing tree, 'cause I don't wanna sit by myself. I'm looking for something to help me feel nothing, and sometimes those highs got me low. So I crawl back and lay on that couch that I made, and I think my worries ain't put up there. There's nothing but love ever seemed to go away in the end. So I put it, stash and I hide it away. I put it, stash and I hide it away. I put it, stash and I hide it away. In your probing retreat, 'cause I don't wanna sing by myself.
Baby's bottle that you created and you poured into the glass. It was not especially funny when outside the bar you fell down on your ass. Ah, but when you're mad you're handy with the words you throw around. Call me a dandy, call me a clown. Now the next time you fall down, I won't be there for assistance. Just call me anything that you want to, long as you're calling me long distance.
watching over you like a beacon in the night. She goes on and on and on. In the morning, she comes into your bed.
All right, y'all. So that's what went down yesterday. Just thank you again. Really grateful. What a crazy weekend between Heart Tribe. If you guys haven't watched, go watch the Heart Tribe video. I know they're wrapping up that party tonight. That was going on all weekend, and we wanted to make it back out, but man, sometimes we got to take a day. You know, this is our upcoming week is going to be equally as not too insane, but we just have some stuff to do. Like tomorrow, if all goes according to plan, we might actually get the truck shot. And I know it's going to be hot and humid, but that's okay. You know, you don't make art to be comfortable, you make art to create. And I really, oh my God, it's going to be so sick if that comes together. I don't want to tell you guys too much about it, but the next music video is going to be nuts.
It's on the way.
And we've been making it, we've been filming it since November. So I'm hoping to get it out to y'all for July 4th weekend, which is awesome.
I'm not going to shave until Ryan Trahan shaves.
Oh,
So-
oh man, guys, just like weird side note, if you're watching us on YouTube, and so you're on YouTube, right? Just make it a point. We found this YouTuber when we were sick, and he's pretty stinking famous on YouTube. He's been doing it a long time. He makes these awesome videos that are so genuinely wholesome.
They're
Like
just about
the whole family can watch.
Yeah, and it's nothing over the top. He's just genuinely just doing weird.
He's just a cool dude, and the Joyride Candy Kid
Got
with me
really
that
healthy
post.
candy, yeah.
Oh my God, Joyride is so good. I
We
wish I
need to
had
get some more
some.
Joyride.
But right now he's doing, like, do yourself a favor for your summer. He's doing a series right now. It's like a benefit where him and his wife are hitting 50 states in 50 days. They have to spend the night in each state in the next 50 days, and it's like a benefit for St. Jude.
Yeah.
But it is such a fun series, and like we've been watching it every day with lunch. They're like 20-minute videos, so it's just really nice.
If any of our friends need to make a donation to something, you know, if you have a company and go watch Ryan Trahan's video and make a donation to him.
Yeah. And also his videos they're just so, the couple is just so stinking cute. But I will just say that like we've been watching it since day one, and his route is so ridiculous that like I am just as
Faith
like,
Kelly's going to plan a tour route around Ryan Trahan's 50 state route.
don't you tempt me with a good time. I mean, it's like now the route makes sense to me. I'm starting to see, because they're I think like 11 days in or something. But man, as someone who drives around the country a lot and thinks about road trips and routes, 90% of my time I think about it. I'm watching this kid going, what is he doing? What are they doing? It's such a good series. If you want a summertime series, watch it with us. Because
I'm in it with Ryan. I will shave when Ryan Trahan shaves. So
it's so sweet.
it's kind of
Yours,
neat, you know?
yeah, yours is actually, yeah,
It's getting.
Isn't it hot though in the
It
summer?
is hot.
I wanted to shave my freaking head yesterday,
No,
but I won't do it.
it's hot,
I was
man.
I had the bun up. One of the Matt Worden's kids didn't recognize me because my hair was up and not down.
You see the guys with the big beards? I gotta ask them, man. How is
Doesn't
it?
your neck get hot?
Yeah, like does it get sweaty under there?
I would not.
Because I know just having this little bit of stubble here is like, but I'm not gonna do it. I'll shave when Ryan shaves. Yep.
Well, 50 days.
Ryan Trahan, you might not ever watch this video, but
I'm gonna tag him.
I got your back, man.
You never know, they got a lot of hours on the road.
Yep.
Yo, and Ryan, if you do watch this, if Joyride sponsors us, we'll have Joyride at all of our shows.
Yeah, we'll
and
carry
eat it every day.
Joyride.
It's actually really, he has this candy company. He's like
I love the
freaking Willy
candy so
Wonka.
much. I would put the name of it on the side of my van. That's how good this
I would,
candy is.
dude. I would. Well, because here's the deal: is like you
I
can.
stopped eating candy because it hurt my teeth.
Yeah,
This doesn't hurt my teeth.
it's like 4 grams of sugar in like a bag, or not a bag, but in a serving, as opposed to like 30 grams in regular candy.
Sometimes 91.
And there's probiotics in the candy, dude. That's
Yeah.
crazy. It's anyways, that's our Ryan Trahan rant.
We believe in you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we believe. Yeah, it's been. I don't know. There's nothing like a good summertime series, and it's very inspiring. So, honestly, man, his route is so inspiring. You know what I'd love to do?
They look like they're having a blast.
You know what I'd like to speak in emotion for
What?
next year?
What's that?
The bottom 48 state tour. Because I'm not flying.
The 40 below?
Yeah, well, 40 below, 48 below. Well, technically Hawaii is below, but I just don't know how we're going to fly the gear. But I would love to do... Remember how Doug was like the 12-week tour in the new van?
Doug, you know, we're all about
We're looking...
that,
Wait,
dude.
what was that van? That looked really cool.
What one?
92. Oh, dude. Oh, wow, how many miles, though? This has been us the past, like, 2 weeks.
It's not been an easy trial, man. Trial. Let's see.
So...
Wow, look at the... Yeah, it's kind of cool looking.
How many miles?
It's
It
kinda
is actually
cool.
really cool.
Let's go up.
So basically, anyone who's been watching the past month,
That's where he keeps all his junk.
if you guys know, we are in severe need of a new van. We are still fundraising. It has basically, our Lulu has 261,000 miles on her. When we met, there was 85.
And cooking.
And we are still driving her. She needs 2 catalytic converters, which are about $5,000, and to make a $5,000 repair on a van that's worth, what we found out, $400.
Oh, Lulu.
This is our $400 van.
Oh, you're priceless to me, though. Well, that's only because she was totaled out by that drunk driver.
Yes, she was totaled out by a drunk driver, 261,000 miles, and
Blessings.
excuse me. Sorry, it's still polleny out here.
Yo, it is.
So a little update with the van situation.
Still here.
We're still in it. We are fundraising, and we're really fundraising now because this past week, I thought with my wonderful credit score,
She's got golden.
808 credit score, I've done everything right. I thought I did everything right, and I even pay my taxes. I claim all my cash gigs, and but the banks will not accept
Musicians.
cash gigs for a car loan. So that's out of the books. And
Banks
so,
are racist against musicians.
they're, yeah, classist more.
They're classist.
But basically,
You gotta have a paper trail.
yeah, they want W-2s. And it's like, I could literally write a thing saying, we work at the Dale this amount of weeks, we play these same venues every year. Like,
Yeah,
I could do all that, and they
everything-
will not accept it.
We do everything as legit as a typical 9 to 5. You know, everything.
This is like a 9 to
Yeah, we
midnight.
won't even do like shady shit with our, you know, our all of our car insurance goes to our proper address. All of our everything, all of our taxes are paid, you know, but as we're musicians, they go,
So yeah, basically that's what the situation is. The budget that we thought we could get a pretty decent van has turned into, oh my God, we need a rock and roll miracle. So if you're watching and you know of a van, or you have
yeah,
extra,
if you know,
or if you have a rich friend who wants to God mode us and help us get a van, yeah, it's like, dude, it's like everything
we'll do
we got.
things. If you're a company,
We'll do things.
we'll put you on our van. We'll take you.
We'll
on
come
tour
play a
with us.
show in your yard. We'll do sound for your whole entire festival. You know what I mean? Like we did yesterday, because that
Well,
was
as long as it's not like superstar like Greg Castro level sound.
well,
I can't do that.
we do like we roll up with
No,
our.
I got my
amps.
limitations, man.
Well, Greg actually knows how to do like sound. He knows like the
Greg's
frequencies
actually
and
like a
stuff.
sound dude.
But we'll come play a show in your yard. We'll I'll make you a planet. You know, like there's a lot of things.
I will mow your lawn.
We will keep coming out to your towns to play music.
with a hand mower, not a ride mower.
Like
No, an automatic.
I was.
mower. No, not like the great great.
Maybe you shouldn't promise lawn mowing, because like then like someone from Texas with like 50 acres is
Totally
gonna be
worth
like,
it. I'd do it. I'm not a lazy man.
We're not lazy.
I'd knock that shit out in 2.5 days.
And I just want to say major thank you to everyone who has come through for us. We had what we thought raised was enough for a down payment is now like a yeah, so we're in a sitch, but you know what, we're gonna figure it out. I'm still booking a tour because I'm
All right.
crazy.
No, it'll happen.
And
one way or the other.
yeah. So we are saving. We're scraping everything we got together. It reminds me of that Flaming Lips song. He pulls all his resources, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's when you are pulling all your resources out for, you know.
The Flaming Lips, man. They're just like, they're like the Grateful Dead and stuff. Well, not really, but they're like, you know, there's certain bands that tell you how it is.
Oh,
They're just
man.
telling you how it is, man.
You're just going through something. Listen to Soft Bulletin, you'll get through it.
That's oh my God, Soft Bulletin's my favorite Flaming Lips album. I said it out loud
Ooh,
finally. I never say it out loud.
Whoa, I don't know. I
it's
mean,
hard
it's
to-
close call, but
It's hard to pick a fave.
yeah.
But
It's,
secretly,
come on,
somewhere,
Transmissions to the Satellite
I know.
Heart is
No,
a really
they're-
good album.
They're all freaking great, but the Soft Bulletin, so for some
It's
weird reason I don't understand, has a very special place in my frequency heart.
because every time I go through a loss or heavy situation, like when remember driving back to Bisbee from Miami,
Yeah.
and I was dealing with the loss of my pap, I was like,
It's-
I gotta just put on some Soft Bulletin. I made it 80% of the album, and then I started weeping.
That was my
Again.
You know, when I was just chilling by myself, and I would sit here and stare out a car window. It was really nice to listen to that.
Yeah.
You know, it turns the think machine on.
But then there's nothing like a little Yoshimi in the summertime.
That's the fun one.
You know, like I'm waiting for the day that we're driving. I'm like, all right, it's time to put on some Yoshimi. So y'all, that's the situation. If you know
Look at
anyone
that
who can
guy.
help, share the word.
Look at that fat boy.
That's an 86.
I know. Oh my
So
God.
that's the thing. There's a lot of cool old vans, but then you're juggling. Like this gets 25 miles to the gallon when we're driving through Texas or Kansas or trying to beeline it out
being
to Arizona.
fiscal on tour is important because that's the only way we can make it happen.
Yeah, because we don't get. We are.
We're affordable.
We're affordable. Yeah, sometimes too affordable.
Sometimes a little too affordable, but at the same
But
time,
I'd rather make music for people, and also
I'm a minimalist, man, and I
Yeah.
can't rationalize. I'm not going to go off on a rant,
Why not?
but the whole thing with like gas and gas prices. I'm not going to get too far into it, but I like to live my life minimally. You know, I don't like to live in excess. It's a waste. It's a wasteful thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can only need so much, and so if we can sleep comfortably in something this size and get 25 miles to the gallon,
Truck stop
then
shower. Yeah.
or we could be excessive and have big fluffy seats and a shitter in the back and like all this stuff. But then we're going to be paying.
But then we're going to be broke.
$150.
We're not going to be able to keep
fill
it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're basically playing a gig just to put gas in your car. And that's all well and good if you're playing a local show and all your friends are there and you just want to hang out and stuff like that. But when you're trying to make it across the country and you're a minimalist,
It goes a lot more
Yeah.
smoother. You know, like not a lot of people ask like, why don't we have a
Can't
trailer? Why don't we put something on the top, like a turtle thing on the top?
I'm not even a minimalist. I just don't believe in being excessive. You know,
Living within your
Yeah,
means, you
like-
have to.
well, and just living within, rational behavior.
Yes.
You know,
Well, and the other thing is when you add things to like a minivan or something like the trailer, it's like I've seen so many of those overturned on the side of the road, especially like in the Midwest in those windy states. It's like just having a little aerodynamic van is really cool. But of course, man, if we found a Chevy Express 1500 that was affordable and wouldn't make us go broke,
the lowest I'm really willing to go as far as gas consumption
20.
is if it goes below 17 miles a gallon
On the
and-
highway,
and yeah, then that's just
it's not going to work out.
It's not
It's
gonna
our
work
$60 fill-ups would turn into 90.
well, I can't ethically stand behind that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's ethics, personal things that don't need to be,
Now,
yapped about. But
if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and throw on a playlist and just let the videos roll throughout your day and say, we hit our 4,000 watch hours and we hit our 1,000 subscribers, and maybe then also this YouTube finds a bunch of music lovers and people who like travel videos and DIY music, then maybe YouTube will help fund us to the point where
we could give back by playing
a lot of free shows.
places that can't afford to pay music but really would love
like-
to have music.
Yeah.
But guess what? We can come and play music.
and our road trips could get even crazier, and you know, maybe we could get a bigger van, but right now it's we're working as hard as we can. We don't get a ton, but we live within our means, and it is, we get, honestly, you know what I am rich in is experiences and friendship.
I'm rich in that community, man. Just hanging out in Smallwood the other day, you just realize, like, okay, so here I am surrounded by these people right now. Like, so what is it you really work for, right? There's like times like that.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Yeah.
You know, if you're working to have moments like yesterday, then you're successful. Yeah. Because there you are.
Or those moments like, I mean, I can think of a million moments from this, like our journeys together and our friends across the country.
I remember sitting at a bar with a very well-known, very wealthy musician, you know, and he was kind of one of those inflated dudes, you know, with right, because, you know, he was a diamond in the, I'm not going to mention any names, but like, he's going on and on about all this, you know, cool stuff that he has, and like, yada yada yada. When he was done yammering on about all the fancy stuff, I looked over at him and I said, yeah, and here you sit next to me. So all of that you did, just to end up sitting here at this bar with me right now. And he was like,
yeah,
holy shit. And I was like, yeah, man, it's all where you're at.
Yeah. Sure. So that's the update.
Everything else is wood, hay, and stubble.
Yeah. Although, when you're a touring band, like Chad says, the van is the silent third band member, and we really do need to find a...
We spend more time in this van than we do our house.
I mean, we're like, the house is literally right there, and the cat is chilling in the AC, and we're out here doing our book work and stuff. We love this van, and it's going to be... it's not a replacement, but it's a passing of the torch. You know what I mean? Like, we need to pass the torch. There's going to be a new chapter of shows, and just a new chapter of us, and you know,
a new level of experience.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to level up in some ways, but that's like making the LLC and trying to figure out how to legitimize us, and so that, you know, when it comes down to getting a freaking bank loan, you can get one. Mate, it was a very frustrating thing, but you know, it is what it is. So with that, y'all, this week is going to be a lot of fun.
Now I'm just thinking about how cool would it be to have the do-over show with Frank Hurricane, right? And then after the show, we do something silly like just
go to Knoebels.
We'll go to the river, man, and go swimming. Like, it'll be on a really nice day, right? We play the show.
Yeah.
And then after we're done playing the show, we go down to the Delaware River and we play drift down and drink some beers.
Yeah.
And we can bring a hibachi grill.
Well, honestly, we will, think about it, when we play Butternut Grove, how fun is it to jump in the freaking river after
Pretty
playing?
nice, man. Yeah.
So, okay, so speaking of Butternut Grove and rivers and fun times, this week has a lot of fun stuff in store. We're going to finish up this music video and get that out to you for 4th of July. Thursday, open mic at the Dale. Tuesday, we might go take this one van that we found to Kenny to suss it out. So we'll see, but it makes me
feel good though that the car dealer is willing
to let us
test drive it to our own mechanic and have him put it up on a lift. That makes me
the
feel
only
pretty
thing
good
is that
about
the
guy.
van has, I really wanted lower miles.
I know, dude. It's tough, man. It's not, you know, I'm looking right now and there's just like,
so it's like, it's one of, I don't know, what would you guys do?
Yeah, what would you do? We need some advice.
Not even advice, just like, it's always like, man, it's such a tricky situation. Yeah, it's tricky.
If anybody out there knows a car dealer that has Chrysler Pacificas and they have anything 2020 and on for, I mean,
like 10
really,
grand and not 30.
Not 30 grand. Let us know.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But, you know, you put it out there.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I totally emailed Dodge and like the corporation that owns Dodge and a few other places this week, just being like, hey, you know, do you have anything out there for cheap or, you know, sponsorship shit? You never know. And then I emailed a few foundations that help musicians in these situations, but I have not heard back. So that's the reality. You send a lot of emails. You guys would laugh if you saw how many emails I send for one given day on a tour.
Pretty crazy.
Hundreds of emails. And like when that one venue gets back to you, you're like, we're going to be friends.
Takes 8 months to book a 6-week tour.
I'd say 4 to 6, but I would love to be booking out for 8. I would love to be booked out a year in advance, but then like something happens where we like get sick or some shit, and like that's just life. So, you know, we don't have a booking agent, we don't have a label. This is the team, except for some extended team. Like Chris Castro's going to come out and do some camera work this week. Really excited for that. He worked with us on the amazing music video.
I think it's going to be the perfect solution for your problem.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be very cool.
It wasn't a problem. It was an issue. It was a little.
No, it's just it. I don't want to tell you guys the.
How is this shot going to be possible, Chris
How
Castro?
is this shot going to be possible? Exactly.
That's possible with the help of Mr.
Because I get these crazy shots in my head, but then like also we're working with 0 budget. So it's like I get these crazy shots, and it's like with a little help from our friends, like. Man, if with Drew and Mike come through tomorrow, and then freaking Carl and Tom come through tomorrow, and I have a feeling Brian and Pelkey might show up too. But, you know, I can't pay my friends what I wish I could because we're just making art, but I'll buy them pizza and beer.
Yeah, pizza and beer.
But, yeah, y'all, it's coming together. That's what we're working on this week. We want to get this music video out. And, yeah.
I'll turn on the AC for a minute.
Yeah, I think I'm going to edit this video up.
Every time I turn this on, I thank Kenny.
We just thank Kenny. Oh, and then Friday, speaking of Butternut Grove, I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. We are playing at Butternut Grove Campsites. It is going to be a Van Razor show, so we're going to do a full-on show.
They got a tube launch, but I hope the river
I
goes
really
down.
hope that river chills out by then. I was watching one of our videos from tour, and we were like driving through Greenville, and we're saying, I'm jumping in the river as soon as we get home. It's been like 2 months since we've been on tour.
It was October when we got home, but it was actually what?
It was actually May.
It was May, but
it was nice for 2 days, and then we were like, yay, we're home, and then it turned 40 degrees, and we all got sick, and then the van thing happened.
It rained like hell for the last 17 years.
What are you going to do?
Enjoy the rain.
You know what? I am enjoying the rain. When we were on the phone with Marsha the other day, I was like, wish I could send you some.
I know. It's hot and dry out there.
Too bad we can't bring some of this water with us when we go back down to Bisbee. When I was in Bisbee, I was like,
Let's build the tube.
How great would it be if, like, when you're in Bisbee, if, like, there was a river right there? Then it would be, like, totally perfect. But yeah, y'all, we're going to let you go. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Let us know if you're watching these things. And... oh, real quick update on Catskill Brewery open mic. We're going to keep it to the first of the month. We were going to go back to last Monday of the month, but I got a fun little gig outside of Philadelphia. I will be acting in something pretty cool, and it's a 2-day thing. Where are you going?
Just getting the AC crank.
Oh, he's going to get the AC crank and put my seatbelt on. But yeah, so there'll be a few days that maybe we're going to do some random stuff. Maybe we'll do a fun road trip video out in Pennsylvania, but we might blip for a few days while I go on to set. Really excited to get back on to set. If you don't know, y'all, I'm an actress, so if you're making a movie, let me know. Or go on to Tubi or Amazon Prime and watch Walk Away and Abaddon's Pit, or anywhere else. There's a lot of FK content out there if you look hard enough. So y'all, we're gonna get back to work. We love y'all. We hope you have a great week. If you're anywhere where it's hot out, please stay hydrated.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Wow, look at that.
I know.
Ooh,
wow.
ooh.
Wait,
I'm gonna flip the camera around. Hold on, this is too cool.
We got a river.
Look at that. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if you can even see
We'll be able to see once we get around here.
Wow, you can't even see the muddy river because it's all that fog.
It's the Putty River now.
That's really cool.
Wait, you get around this bend.
Wow. That's where that's what it looks like, y'all.
It's our front yard.
All right, y'all. Well, we love you, and we hope you have a great week. And thank you for watching this video on Smallwood Porchfest and some updates in Wrangling.
I love Smallwood.
We love you, Smallwood. Love you.